This is a tactic often used by Russia. It's a terrorist tactic in that matter, where they just kidnap representatives of local authorities. They, in this case, they kidnapped the director of the largest nuclear power plant in Europe, with the hope of causing more havoc, of having the platform to spread propaganda among the people. And essentially the usual message they would say is that they fled of their own accord, they left you behind, and we are here to sort out your life for you. And this is what they did in Mariupol, this is what they did in Melitopol, this is what they did in other towns and cities, and now this is what they're doing in the town of Energodar, where the largest nuclear power plant in Europe is located.
Who is actually now in control of that nuclear power plant?
Well, actually, control of that nuclear power plant for the longest time has been under the Russian army, under the Russian military. And you don't have to be a nuclear power expert to figure out that the military controlling a nuclear facility is not a good idea. For one, they don't have the experience and the necessary knowledge to do that. For two, it's, the nuclear power plant is not a facility to store ammunition and other weapons and military supplies.
Yes, and as you said, you called it an act of terrorism, and it clearly is, isn't it? Because it is designed to terrify everybody else, and it just seems to be so odd that they should just kidnap somebody like that.
I don't see anything in it. When we are talking about Russia, it's just the way they operate. And by this time, we in Ukraine, we got used to it, and the world has better to get used to it as well. This is the reality. These are the risks, the situation where Russia's aggression is allowed to prevail posed to Ukraine and also to the whole world, because we're talking about nuclear. If that power plant blows up, or if anything happens, the devastating results are going to be like Chernobyl of 1986, just 6 times bigger. This is going to be like 6 Chernobyls blowing up at the same time. So that is going to have an effect on Ukraine, on Russia, on the whole of the European region, and even beyond. And it should be in all of our interests. The conclusion is clear. Our all common interest is to push Russia out from Ukraine and to stop this aggression as quickly as possible, and to stop Putin as quickly as possible.
Well, can you tell us what is happening in terms of the Ukrainian army? Because we're getting reports that they have, despite these 4 areas, including where this nuclear power plant is, being annexed illegally, clearly, by Russia, the Ukrainian army is still making advances into those areas and retaking some of them.
Well, of course. I mean, the sham referenda, the announcement of annexation from the Kremlin, that means nothing in terms of international law and in terms of Ukraine being set on remaining a free, independent country integrated within its internationally recognized borders. And this is Ukraine's plan from day one, from February 2014. This was Ukraine's plan on the 22nd of February, 24th of February 2022. And this is where we're heading this day of October. And nothing's going to change that, because the territories in question are Ukrainian territories. Ukrainians live there. Ukrainians who want to remain Ukrainian live there, and it is a duty of the Ukrainian government to reinstate the Ukrainian flag there. And thankfully, we have strong allies who are providing us with enough weapons and ammunition for those weapons that we can keep doing the fighting and that we can keep regaining the territories.